Apparently, there's no limits on term limits. The Bossier City Council was back in chambers today discussing none other than term limits again.
Also on the agenda was a second reading to disband the Bossier City Charter Commission. KTBS 3 Sydney Lane brings us the very latest on what decisions were made. Sydney?
Brenda, Jeff, the discussion on the future of the Bossier Charter Commission and the term limits petition have taken up a lot of the council's time the last two meetings. Today, there were only 5 items on the agenda, and about an hour of the hour-and-a-half long meeting was spent on those two topics. 2 weeks ago, Bossier City Mayor Tommy Chandler introduced an ordinance to disband the Bossier City Charter Commission. Today, the item was back on the agenda for a second reading.
The reason why I wanted to disband that and start all over is to start off anew, because it was just going down a wrong road, I believe. And it wasn't making the city look, the potential that Bossier City is. Now, they went 4 hours and they didn't get nothing accomplished. I mean, they've done that over and over and over again.
Councilman Brian Hammond said the Charter Commission had become a circus, and he was in favor of the ordinance to disband the commission, but the majority of the council didn't agree.
Today, a lot more conversation came up about it, saying that the City Council did not have the authority to dissolve a charter commission that the City Council put into place. So we took a vote on it and it failed. Myself and Councilman Smith voted to dissolve it, but we had 5 that voted against us.
A petition to let voters decide the fate of term limits on the next ballot failed to get council support 2 weeks ago, and that was the same result today. The city charter gives the council 30 days to take the necessary first step to call an election. The clock started on July 25th.
This is for the people. This isn't for yourself. A vote, if you vote this down, you're inviting a lawsuit because you're in violation of your charter. So this is not about whether you support term limits. This is about whether you appreciate good governments that's defined in your charter.
Councilman Hammonds and Councilman Chris Smith voted in favor, with Councilman Vince Maggio, Jeffrey Darby, David Montgomery, Don Williams, and Jeff Free voting against.
The next step is we will put it back on the agenda again. The mayor will. There's a lot of talk of litigation. I'm sure that that's where it will go from here.
The next City Council meeting is August 27th, which is 2 days after the deadline for the Council to take action on the term limit ordinance. We'll continue to keep you updated on this story.
Do you think it could be right back on the agenda, Sydney?
I believe so. Next meeting in 2 weeks.
All right. Thank you for that update. And we also have an update for you on a story that we reported earlier today. Shreveport police have arrested a Caddo Parish teacher accused of having inappropriate relations with students. KTBS 3 was told that a male teacher had been placed on administrative leave by the Caddo Parish School District.